I am Shay, a wife and mom of two, sharing my journey through motherhood, marriage, and a little bit of lifestyle and Jesus, of course. Today we will be diving into how I stay organized and completing tasks as an undiagnosed ADHD mom who's also pursuing her dreams and aspirations in hopes to help other women, moms, or just anybody who's looking on how to stay more organized and how to accomplish more tasks throughout the day.
Shout on the beat.
So I'm really not a coffee girl, but the smell of coffee, right? It's like, wake up, let's get this done, let's tackle the day. Happy Monday, happy Sunday, happy Tuesday, whatever day you're watching this, it's time to get up and let's get going. Let's taste a little coffee. So it's 9:30 and we've already crossed off about 4 things on our to-do list. So let's keep it going. We're gonna get Halo dressed and then we'll sit down and talk about how we stay organized as moms. Hi guys, welcome back to another video. If you are new here, welcome. I am Shay and I make mom content, lifestyle content, a little bit of everything. And today we're going to talk about how I stay organized as a mom with undiagnosed ADHD, who's studying to get into medical school, who is currently a stay-at-home mom of 2, and also it's just navigating my own personal endeavors, right? So I just wanted to kind of drop some tips and gems here, and if you find it helpful, let me know in the comments below what part of this you found helpful. Okay, so if you're like me, I am much of I wouldn't consider myself like a perfectionist, but I like to feel like I have accomplished a lot of things. And so something that I started doing that is really helpful, number 1, is creating a to-do list. I know that sounds like so cliche, but I'm going to tell you exactly how I create my to-do list step by step, and it literally helps me have the most productive days ever. So let's hop into it. First of all, let's talk about routine. I like to have something like what I call is like my normal day-to-day routine, and that's like the non-negotiables of like what I'm going to do that day. So off bat, we know we're gonna do prayer, devotional, we're gonna do breakfast, and we have to do a morning walk. Those are like non-negotiables for me. Also, while I am taking care of my toddler, I do know that like I will have to get him dressed at some point, get him lunch, get him things like that. So I always try to like factor those little things into my schedule as I'm like creating my schedule. Let's talk about how I go about creating my to-do list. It's better if you actually create it the night before, because by the time you create it the night before, you'll have an idea when you wake up that morning like what you're supposed to be doing that day. I find it like easier to do it like the night before. That way when I'm able to wake up, even if I wake up late, I already know what I have to do. I already like have an idea of like what my day should look like. So I think it's better if you just do it the day before. However, if you do not do it the day before, if you do not do your to-do list the day before, I highly recommend before you even get out of the bed, do your devotional, do like your morning meditation or whatever you desire, and go straight to your to-do list. What do you want your day to look like? Starting your day with setting intentions. You can either set your intentions the night before or what you want your next day to look like, or you can start the morning before you get out of the bed. And I find that this is very important. You don't want to miss this part. I do not start completing tasks until I complete the list of to-do things, because with the undiagnosed ADHD, the moment you start one task, you're going to find 10 million other tasks to do. So I say, if you find it easier to do it in the morning time versus the nighttime, do not do any task. Like you can do something as simple as maybe like brush your teeth, but like literally do not leave out of your room until you make your to-do list. I'm telling you, it makes that much of a difference, okay? So now that we have when we want to make our to-do list, let's talk about how to make this to-do list. So I have like, I would say between like 6:45 and I would say like 5 to 6:45 to 7 is like my awake time. Very rarely I may get up at 8 o'clock or later, but like I'm usually getting up between like 6:45 and 8. So I usually schedule my days like around that time. So for instance, this morning, like you do something so simple. I'm going to put an insert here, but like make your bed, wash your face, get your child dressed, put in your devotional time. Like I'm literally calculating my day out from like the morning to the evening to the minute to the hour, and I'm also scheduling in breaks. So there's something called pomodro. I don't know, Pomdro. I think that's how you spell it. But it's like you do tasks for a certain amount of time, and then you have a certain amount of time break time. So you can do like a 30-minute task. You can do, you can break it up into household chores. So you're gonna do 30 minutes of cleaning and then 10 minutes of like your devotional. Or you can do like 25 minutes of laundry and 5 minutes on your hair. It just depends on whatever your to-do list is. So first I would say make a to-do list of what it is that you want to accomplish for that day. After you do that, you want to start setting priority. What is priority? After you set your priority, then you want to go into setting times, because you want to do your high priority things first, earlier in the day, while you're still good on energy, while you're still remembering what it is that you want to do. So therefore, if you just happen to like something come up where you can't finish it, you're still able to finish your task because you have that list, okay? So even if you have to go back to revisit something, like you have everything there. And sometimes for me, like if I don't accomplish everything I want to that day, I carry what was left over at the end of the day to the next day, maybe early that morning, because I assume that's priority if it was on yesterday's list, and then I carry it over to the next day of that morning. That way I know that I'm checking off of my short-term goals as well as my long-term goals, just by keeping a day-to-day task of like, or list of what I am accomplishing, what I need to accomplish, and things like that. So after I do that, I make sure I schedule in breaks, self-care time, nap time, whatever time it is that you need to like not be doing a task, like schedule that time in, because if you don't, you will burn out so quickly at the beginning of the day. So by the time you get to lunch or after lunch, you're drained. Okay, so you want to make sure you schedule in like at least like 2 to 3 a day, just to make sure, or 2 to 3 tasks. Like I would break it up from like morning. So your morning would be if you wake up at 8. Hi guys, so my camera ended up dying, but I wanted to just end it off really quick to say that you want to make sure that you are prioritizing your task based off the importance of each task. You want to make sure that your more higher priority things are at the top of your list more in the morning when you have more energy, or if you're a night person, more at nighttime, or if you just have to schedule around maybe like school pickups or whatever. You want to just do priority things first, and then whatever you have left over from either the previous day or days or week, gradually cross those off and just do like maybe one big task a day or two big tasks a day, and then you counteract that with two small tasks, and that's it. That's how I stay productive. That's how I stay organized. It is so easy. It takes a lot of practice, but you guys can do it. I promise you can. So if you have any questions or any other tips or concerns, please let me know in the comments. But I hope this helped, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.